Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to do something extremely difficult because I am going to be ranking all of my cream bronzers and contours from worst to best. And the hard part is I love all of my cream bronzers and contours, so I really have to sit down and think about which ones really stand out to me and which ones I would rank in place number one. I have accumulated like a fair bit of cream bronzers and contours over the past month, so I thought it was time to do this video and update you guys on the products that I have been using, which ones I think you should buy. So that's what we're doing today. If you're new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload beauty videos every single week and I would love it if you subscribe. But for now, if you want to see my cream bronzer and contour ranking from worst to best, then please keep watching. So I think I have 8 of them in total, so let's just get started. I'm also going to be swatching every single one on my hand and then we'll do an overview at the end. But the product I'm putting in place number 8 is going to be such a shock for so many people, and it was actually quite a shock for me myself too, because I'm actually placing the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand in last place. Now, like I said in the intro, I do enjoy all the products that I'm going to be mentioning in today's video, which is why they're still in my collection. If you didn't know, I like to keep my makeup collection like not too excessive, so if I'm not really using something or not enjoying something, I'm going to get rid of it. Now this one I'm actually thinking of decluttering, but mainly because it has expired. It's technically past its shelf life. It still smells normal, but for some reason I'm kind of like more hesitant to use this. But the reason I'm placing this in place number 8 is mainly because of the depth of the shade and also the applicator. This comes with a sponge applicator like this, and I just really don't like an applicator like this. I find it very unhygienic. I always make sure to clean my brushes every single week so that they're always like clean and I'm not like risking any like breakouts or something. So with an applicator like this, you're like not really able to clean it, so I don't really know how I feel about this, but mainly I find this shade a little bit deep for my liking at the moment. I know there's been times on my channel where I was loving this and I was using this all the time, but I have changed towards more so like a minimalistic makeup style. I like to keep my makeup fresh and like keep it a little bit lighter instead of like doing full glams, and I feel like this one is really nice. If you like a bit more like full glam makeup looks, this one is really good, but for me, for every day, I have other products that are just a little bit lighter that I reached for earlier. So I'm just going to swatch this one on my hand right here, and you can already see that that is just like a little bit deeper than what I would normally reach for. This still blends out really easily on my fair skin tone, so if you are a similar skin tone as me, you can definitely still use this. The shade is just not as like perfect for my skin tone as some of the other ones I'm going to be mentioning in today's video. So that's why I'm placing this in place number 8. A very hard decision. I still love this though, so if you have this, don't worry, I still think it's a great product. In place number 7, I have this one from Trinity London. Now this one was actually sent in PR and I really like this product. I think it's easy to blend and everything, but the reason I'm placing this like a little bit lower is mainly because of the shade. This is the shade Gensta, which I believe is the lightest one out of the bronzers that they have, and this one is a golden glow gel bronzer. Now as you can see by the shade, it has more of that like yellowy undertone to it, which I don't think it looks awful on my skin tone, but I just don't think this undertone in particular is the most flattering on me personally. That being said, I do like how light this is. This is just super subtle on my skin tone, which I personally really like. I think it's really pretty and easy to work with, and it's just like the undertone that I sometimes like am not the biggest fan of. So that bottom one is what the Trinity London in Gensta looks like. It's much more emollient than the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Charlotte Tilbury is much more like liquidy, and this one just has a more like emollient feel to them. But as you can see by the shade, they're super different shades. This one is a true bronzer, this one is more of a contour, but I'm not someone who uses bronzer and contour. I just use one product like this, and that will have to do. So I'm always like looking for the perfect balance between a bronzer and a contour. They also have contours, by the way. I did try one of the contour samples in the shade Kate, and that one was like too cool tone on me, so I'm still hoping they will come out with the perfect shade someday because I love the Trinity London formulas. Then in place number 6, we have this beautiful bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzer, which I have in the shade Fair, which is the lightest one that is available. I haven't touched this one in a very long time, I have to be honest. This is what it looks like, and I remember loving it so much, and I use it all the time, which is why I'm not placing it in last place, because this is truly beautiful. I'm just not really reaching for this at the moment, mainly because first of all, it's so big and I don't want to take it in my makeup bag because it's taking up so much space, and I just feel like the amount of product in here is just a little bit excessive. And also this formula, like when you swatch it, it feels really stiff and like kind of thick, but the shade is beautiful, which is why I absolutely loved this. This is what it looks like, that bottom one, right there. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury Sunkissed Glow Bronzer in the shade 1 Fair, and this is lovely. I just feel like I would reach for this so much more if the packaging was smaller, and also if the formula was just like a little bit more like the Trinity London one, so maybe like a little bit more emollient. That being said, if you are looking to buy like a nice cream bronzer you're going to be able to use for a long time, I think this one is really nice. It also has a 24-month shelf life, which we don't see a lot for cream products. Typically cream products expire faster than powder products, so mine is definitely still performing really well, and it is reminding me that I have to use this again because I remember loving it so much when it came out last year and I was using it all the time. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury Sunkissed Glow Bronzer in the shade Fair. In place number 5, we have the beautiful bronzer from Patrick Ta. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo, which I have in the shade She's Statuesque. That's such a difficult name to pronounce. I have no idea what it means, but this is basically Patrick Ta's like contour and powder bronzer duo. If I were to rank this based on the product and the convenience, I would rank this in place number 1 because I think it's super convenient to have a cream contour and a powder bronzer in one, because typically that is what a lot of people like using together, and whenever I am using these products I am using these together. But for today's video I'm like only ranking the actual like cream product, which is why I'm not ranking it in place number 1. But this is a lovely cream product, you guys. It's very emollient and I really like the shade as well. It is also just like even a little bit lighter than the Charlotte Tilbury one. That being said, I feel like on the face, once it's blended out especially, it looks really similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is also why I haven't been reaching for the Charlotte Tilbury one as much. I'm just using this one a little bit more because it also has a powder product in there. So that is the one from Patrick Ta in place number 5. Place number 4, this is where it is getting really difficult. I am placing this NARS Laguna bronzer in the shade Laguna 01. NARS already did have the Laguna bronzer in their collection, but they came out with a lighter shade, and this shade is so much more perfect for my skin tone. I haven't used this one as much as you can see, which kind of makes me sad because it is a truly great product. I just find with cream products like this, there's sometimes just so much product in here and I'm just never able to use it up completely, because I also like my powder bronzers, but I really like this shade. Now again, it is a beautiful shade. It's getting so hard to show these swatches because I can't bend my arm as far, but this is a truly stunning shade. If you have a fair or light skin tone like myself, I think you would love this shade. I feel like it's so flattering on so many light skin tones, and it's like the perfect bronzer undertone, so I really like it. I also like the packaging that this one comes in, and I just really like how it looks on the face. So that is place number 4, the NARS Laguna 1 bronzer. Then for place number 3, we have a very recent addition to my makeup collection. This one is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. I love this product. It blends out so easily. I get all the positive reviews from everyone, and I think this one is totally worth the hype. I am going to say though, I kind of regret not buying the lightest shade. The shade Light Medium is the second to lightest one, and I truly have no idea why I went for this one. I thought the light one was going to be too sheer. This one pulls just a tiny bit too deep on me, but the way that this blends, it's so emollient, you guys. It's like even more emollient than the Trinity London one. This one would be perfect for someone who just wants something easy and not wants to like sit there and blend for 30 minutes. I can't say enough good things about it other than the fact that I wish I picked up the lighter shades. So this one from Makeup by Mario, I highly recommend. You guys, we're getting to the last 2 products. In place number 2, we have the KVD Beauty Mod Con Liquid Contour Gel, and I feel like I'm in a minority with this. I have watched some videos of people who really didn't like this. I saw this product in someone's worst makeup that I've tried video, and I really didn't get it because I truly think this is an amazing product. It is the only product that I have in my collection from KVD Beauty, but I picked it up because I was very like intrigued by the fact that this was called a gel contour. I was just like so excited to try it out. It just comes with a doe foot applicator like this. I picked this up in a shade Fair, and I'm wearing this today. It's a very subtle contour product, and I just think it's so pretty. It blends out super nice. Swatching with my left hand is not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but that is what the KVD Beauty Mod Con Contour looks like. You can see it's much more liquidy than the other products that we've tried. It almost has like a sort of cooling effect to the skin. I feel like it feels really nice, and this one just blends out so nice. I always make sure to put it on one side, then blend it out, and then do the other side. I find that works the best, but this one I truly think it's a beautiful shade on me. It looks super subtle, and it really gives that just like subtle shadow effect that you want from a contour product. So this one from KVD Beauty I think is really, really good. And then the last one, are you guys ready to see what is in first place for this video? We have the Westman Atelier Contour Stick in the shade Biscuits. I'm feeling so fancy. Westman Atelier is such a luxury brand, and this is the only product I own from them. I picked this up with 30% off on Cult Beauty, and I also had like a voucher, so I think I only ended up paying 27 euros for this, which is a great price because this is so much more expensive if you buy it full price. But this is what it looks like. It's just this like cute little contour stick. It is the perfect shade and the perfect formula. It's so easy to work with because it's in stick form. You just swipe it on your face, you blend it out, and it's just so easy and convenient, especially for on the go. The shade Biscuit is just also super stunning. I think it's like literally the perfect shade on me. It's that last one right there. I am going to give you a better overview in just a little bit of all the shades, but I feel like this is truly a beautiful shade, and I just love the convenience of this product. And then here we have an overview of all the shades. So again, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand in the shade Fair Medium. We have the Trinity London Bronzer in the shade Gensta. We then have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Glow Bronzer in the shade One Fair. We then have the Patrick Ta Bronzer Geo in the shade She's Statuesque. Then we have the NARS Cream Bronzer in Laguna 01. We have the Soft Skin Sculpt Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. We then have the KVD Beauty Mod Con Contour Gel in the shade Fair. And lastly, we have the Westman Atelier Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. So then this brings us to the end of the cream bronzer ranking. This was so hard for me. Let me know what you guys thought of my ranking. Do you agree with me, or would you have ranked these differently? I would love to know your thoughts. If you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!